Hi everyone and welcome back to my channel. My name is Oralia. You have landed at Style and Lipstick. Welcome. Today's video is going to be a try on and review of the Wet n Wild Mega Cushion Foundation, and this is what this little guy looks like. I'm not going to be able to do a full-on wear test today. I apologize. It's just I got a lot of things that I've got to do and I'm not going to be able to get in front of the camera. So what I've decided to do instead is I'm going to show you how it applies and talk with you a little bit about my thoughts on the foundation. So let's go ahead and get started. I selected the color Natural Beige, which is a medium neutral. I think it's slightly too light for me and also probably a little bit too neutral. I'm also going to be using my beauty sponge today for this video. I did try and apply it with a brush. I really didn't like the way it looked. It came out very streaky. And I was using my Artiste brush. I don't have a flat top kabuki that I can use right now. They're full of powder and I don't want to use them for applying makeup. I'm going to start out with using my regular primer. This is the Urban Decay Optical Illusion Complexion Primer. The way I do my foundation reviews and demos is I do my routine the way that I normally do it. I don't deviate from my routine any. I want to see how the makeup performs the way that I would normally use it. Sorry if you see a little bit of a reflection on me. I actually am using a lighted mirror and it's casting a reflection. So primer is on. So here's what the packaging looks like. It's got the shade right there. And you open it up and it actually comes with one of these little sponges, but I never use these little guys. I don't use them in my normal life, so I'm not going to use them for my demo. And it's a nice hard plastic cover, and then you flip it open and there is the foundation. Of course, the little compact has a mirror as well. I just haven't taken off the plastic. And I dip in my beauty blender 2 to 3 times and then I start applying and I start pouncing it on my face. It looks a little bit light for me. I have been wearing this foundation for a few days. I do make the corrections though to the actual lightness of the foundation with some bronzer. What I have found about this foundation is that it is definitely a light to medium coverage foundation. And it starts out light and you can build it up to medium. I have tried to build it up beyond medium. I will be doing a little bit of building up here just so that you can see what it looks like. The neutral is kind of a little bit too light, but I'm going to go ahead and make corrections with some bronzer. So that is the first layer of foundation. I'm going to go ahead and go through a second time just so that you can see how it builds up. And I guess I should probably bring you guys in. Sorry about that. Let me bring you a little bit closer. So that is a second layer that I'm putting on, and it's not looking cakey or anything. It actually looks really good. I'm really happy with the way it applies. I have been wearing this foundation now for about 3 or 4 days. I've been trying it out for you guys just so that I can see what it was about and give you guys an educated and honest review. I like first impressions, don't get me wrong. I just prefer to use it for a little bit, and that way I can kind of try different primers, try different application methods, and find the best one. Alright, so that's 2 layers of foundation. Now what I will say is initially you see a lot of dewiness, and the reason being is that the foundation actually has a natural coconut derivative, and it is luminous, lightweight, and buildable. It is a hydrating formula, and what I have found is that yes, it does have that luminosity. As you can see, I do have a nice glow happening, and it still feels really tacky. So I know that I'm gonna have to set it, but before I set it, I'm gonna go ahead and apply my concealer. Today I am applying the ColourPop No Filter Concealer. This has been my absolute favorite now since I bought it and tried it. It's not too heavy because this is a, you know, light to medium coverage foundation. You don't want to go in with a really thick and heavy concealer. I think you're going to be able to see the difference in the coverage. I thought about maybe trying my Tarte Shape Tape, but I'm not going to. I'm going to instead use this guy. Okay, so now I've gotten my concealer on, I've gotten my foundation going on, and I'm going to set with the Too Faced Peach Perfect mattifying setting powder. And it is going to take away some of the dew. You know, there's no getting away from that, but I'm okay with it because I'm not a dewy foundation kind of gal anyway. I'm not going to bake or anything like that. I'm just going to do my normal everyday routine. So even though it does look like I'm really mattified, I can still see that there's going to be a little bit of dew that's going to come through with this foundation. I really like the combination of this foundation and this powder. I think that they're really good together. I'm going to finish up the rest of my makeup and then I'll come back and give you my thoughts on the product. So see you in a little bit. Hi everyone, I'm back and I am not done with my makeup. Actually, I have decided that I'm going to apply my face makeup on camera so that you can see how the face products apply with this foundation. So let's go ahead and get started. First, I'm going to use some bronzer to kind of help bring a little bit more color back into my face since it is very pale. Always when I put makeup on, my nose itches. I'm going to zoom out just a little bit. Yeah, so I'm going to go in with the Too Faced Cocoa Contour because I do want a bronze shade. I want to bring a little bit of warmth to my skin. I'm going to go ahead and use this guy right here and just dip it into the bronzer and kind of just start applying bronzer to my face. Okay, this is not the best brush for that, but oh well. Okay, this is not the best brush for that, sorry. All right, I'm gonna use this guy right here. He's kind of loose, you know, it's a loose brush, but it's just to apply bronzer to my skin and get a little bit of color back in. I don't know what happened to my bronzer brush in this room. Much better, much better. I really needed to bring that back, to bring that color back into my skin. All right, next I'm gonna go in and contour, and I'm gonna use my usual contour brush. So far the foundation isn't disturbed or anything. Okay, so nice and bronzed up. I'm gonna go in with a blush. Since we got Wet n Wild foundation, let's use Wet n Wild blush, the color Icon in Mellow Wine. I talked about this in my favorites. And just applying that to my cheekies. Well, I went a little ham on the blush today, but oh well. I'm nice and bronzy and blushy. For highlight, I am going in with, I think I want to use my Fenty Beauty Highlighter in Hustler Baby. I really wanted a glow today. I'm not contouring my nose, I don't feel like it. I'm just gonna put some highlight on my nose here in a second. And I'm gonna add a little bit of inner corner highlight using my Ofra Rodeo Drive as per usual. I love this stuff, it's so pretty. If you're wondering what I have on my eyes, I'm wearing my Morphe 39A palette. I'm not gonna use any kind of spray on my face, just because I want you to see how the foundation looks. And let me finish up. Forgot to set my brows. And then the last step is lipstick. I'm gonna just zip right through that. Both the lip liner and the lipstick are in Bichette by ColourPop. My thoughts on the foundation. I really like it. I think it's a very nice foundation. What I would say is that it's not one that I would expect to have on for 10 to 12 hours. This foundation does not claim to be a long wear foundation, nor is it. I find that, you know, after about 8, maybe 9 hours, it fades and it starts to break down and it starts to cake up a little bit. Right now, I don't have any kind of caking on my nose or anything like that from the foundation. It's sitting on the skin very well. It really has a nice medium coverage, but what I like about it is that it just looks like I have very nice skin. And I really like that about this foundation. That's one of the things that, you know, if you watch my channel, I'm not necessarily a full coverage foundation lover. And it's not that I don't appreciate full coverage. I love full coverage. I just don't like it looking like I'm wearing foundation. The Wet n Wild Mega Cushion foundation doesn't look that way. It actually looks like skin. I look like I have, you know, it just, I really like the way it looks. It's very flattering, and I don't mind that it is a dewy finish foundation because I do use a mattifying powder on top of it, but you still can see a little bit of luminosity, if you can tell. I didn't put any highlighter on my forehead, but you can still see that there is a little something going on under there. I am truly enjoying this foundation for everyday use. I wouldn't say that this would be a good foundation, like I said, for like going to an event or something like that, unless the event is only going to be a few hours and you like that natural finish. But I would say that for day to day, this is a great foundation, and I will continue using it for my everyday life. All in all, I really enjoy this foundation. I think that it applies well. It has the amount of longevity that I'm looking for. You know, it lasts about 8 to 9 hours. It's very well priced at $8.99. It is expensive for Wet n Wild, but you know, it is not so expensive for drugstore. It's a really nice cushion foundation. I'm not usually the biggest fan of cushion foundation, so this is actually a big win for me. And yeah, I'm truly enjoying wearing it. Like I said, I have been wearing it for the last week. This is probably my 5th day that I've used it, and I really like it. It's gonna be in my foundation rotation. Okay, it'll be in my foundation rotation for sure. Absolutely, because it's really a nice foundation. I like the natural finish. I may go out and buy the honey beige, you know, to get something that's a little bit warmer and better for my own skin tone. I think that's all there is to say about this foundation. If you've tried the Mega Cushion foundation from Wet n Wild, let me know in the comments down below. Let me know your thoughts. I think that is all that I have for you guys today. Thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate it. And if you are new to my channel, please don't forget to hit the subscribe button on your way out. If you're returning, thank you so much. I really appreciate you coming over to hang out and talk about makeup. Also, please don't forget to hit the notification bell if you haven't already. That way you'll be notified of new video content from me to your email box as well as to your mobile device, and you can ensure that my videos show up on your feed. Give me a thumbs up if you enjoyed this video, and I will see you in my next one. Thanks everybody. Bye.